This short video is part of a series designed to highlight how ServiceNow customers can start to identify process improvement opportunities using the process mining evaluation projects that have been made available in their instances as of the Xanadu release. These focused projects are designed to give you a feel for the power and value of the solution if you were to fully unleash it in your organization across all workflows and processes. In this session, we'll be looking at how to use process mining to understand your multi-hop situations and the impact that they're having on your resolution times. So what you're going to do first is you're going to open up your instance and you're going to come to your workspaces list. You'll find the process mining workspace in that list and select it. And you'll be brought to this process projects page. Depending on what release you're on and what roles you have will dictate what you see here. In the Xanadu release, you'll likely see an evaluation project for incidents resolved in the past 7 days, and will only allow you to see we're only going to mine up to 3,600 incidents in this case. In Yokohama, we add two additional evaluation projects, one for HR case and one for customer service case with the same constraints, things that have closed in the last 7 days up to 3,600 records. So for our use case, looking for multi-hop situations with our incidents, what we're going to do is we're going to use our incident evaluation project. Now, this says available, but if the project had this new icon, we would need to mine it first. And to do that, you would come here, you click the three little dots, and you hit Mine Project Sample. Once the mining is complete, you'll have available and you'll open up the project itself. You're immediately going to be brought to the Summary and Insights page, which gives us a ton of valuable information about these 3,600 incidents that we just mined. We're not going to spend time on this Summary and Insights page here today. There's another video that highlights all the power that comes with this page. What we're going to do for our use case of multi-hop situations is go over to the Analyst Workbench. We're going to open it up. You're going to come over here to the right-hand side of the screen and pick this top icon here, this model options from the right-hand panel. And we're going to drag this slider out to maybe like 50%. Now, what we've got on this map here is we've got both the state transitions and the assignment group transitions that are aligned to these 3,600 incidents. For our multi-hop use case, we really only care about the assignment group view of that. So we're going to come here, click assignment group, and it's going to narrow it down to just the assignment group view. If this is the first time that you're using process mining, when you click this button, you may get a pop-up that says a task has been scheduled. When you get those task has been scheduled pop-ups, what you do is you come over here to the right-hand side of the screen where you have a clock. You click on that, and it's going to list all your scheduled tasks. You'll see the task that just got scheduled. You'll see the progress of the task, and then it will turn green complete when it's done. When that happens, you click View Result. Once you mine something the first time, you never have to go through that process again. So you'll see that I've mined a lot of these things ahead of time, which is why it immediately narrowed this down. Now that we've got just our assignment group view, I'm going to extend this out to maybe look at 50%. And what we're looking at in this case is the volume and the velocity of how work is moving from group to group in the process. We specifically want to focus in on multi-hop situations, though. So one of the ways we can do that is to come in to where we see transitions in the lower left-hand corner, click on transitions, and then just say, show me all the incidents in which the assignment group is anything, and then directly followed by the assignment group is anything, meaning we just want to see situations where there was more than one assignment group involved, and we click apply. At this point, you may get a little task pop up again. Once that runs, you pick it up from the clock, this panel over here, and you say view results, and you'll see the screen that I'm looking at now. I'm going to expand this out and just expand the connections again so we can see all these different multi-hop situations that are going on in the organization. You may immediately at this point see some interesting things about your data that you want to dig into. But if you want to use another capability of the workspace, we can try this variation analysis, which is going to allow us to look at all the different route combinations that the work is taking to get to closure. In this case, I'm going to sort it by not the highlights, but the most records, the most common routes that are being taken. And I can see that 175 of these incidents are going from CX support desk or CX support service desk level 1 to CX support Americas. The one that jumps out to me, though, are these 22 down here that are taking 2 weeks and one day to go from support service desk level 1 to Solana Tech. So I'm going to focus in on those 22, click on that and hit apply. And now I can see this specific path. They come in, they go into CX support service desk level 1, and then I can see there's this 15 hours on average, but there's 2 weeks of total duration packaged up in this transfer part of the process. Could we reclaim some of that 2 weeks if we can get the work directly to Solana tech support? Not sure, but if we wanted to dig even deeper into this, we can click on investigate and jump into the records themselves and start to understand what type of work are these, and is there a way that we can improve the routing for this work to reclaim some of that 2 weeks. Now, you'll notice that I've got some grayed out options here. These are some additional capabilities that add extra power to the solution when you fully unlock it. You'll see work notes analysis, which allows us to use a Now Assist skill to summarize the work notes that are taking place or entered as these tickets are being transferred from that one group to the second group. That's going to streamline our path to get of arms to the understanding of what's going on there. We could use some clustering machine learning to start to harvest and the gold that lives in the short descriptions and the descriptions. We've got root cause analysis that we can do that shows us some of the leading influencers. These are all advanced capabilities that you'll get access to when you unlock the full power of process mining for your organization. So just though you've quickly now seen how we can use process mining to help us understand multi-hop situations inside of your organization, this is just one of the many types of analysis you can do with process mining. We hope you try it out in your own instance. You see some interesting things, and you start getting compelled to use more process mining moving forward. Happy mining, everyone.